EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow.
First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And you think back to the success he had throwing the football in the win last week, so naturally, he's going to come out throwing here,
Yellow.
but that time, they couldn't connect.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot
15.
first down.
Yellow.
Now it's Mahomes again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Throwing now is Mahomes. 20. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 36 yards on the play.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
15, yellow.
Now receiver in motion left. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Patriots put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
A very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Buffalo 18. Roll. 18, Pioneer.
Now it's Richardson.
Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
Richardson. But no hesitations. They go right back to Kelsey.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane.
He'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for him. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, this defense for the Pats, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelsey. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Go! Mustang 19!
Here's Richardson to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Now Richardson looks to throw once more.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also with an offensive line.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. Jamison Williams.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
The extra point hits the left upright but goes through anyway. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Sanders now to add the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Richardson looking to throw this. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, you look at this Patriots defense.
They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So on 4th down, Ryan Rico on to punt for the Bengals.
This is brought in at the 21. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
15. Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
That's complete to his rookie 2nd-round pick.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Yellow.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, 57. Fire down these two.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey.
Yellow. Attack. Right side.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. The Patriots are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Yellow.
Mahomes going to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
Gabriel Davis.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Patriots go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature.
Yeah, Richardson. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
18 Rattler, go!
Richardson looking to throw.
He's airing it out for Williams. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. A big 3rd down play there for the Bengals. 55 yards.
He's already got 1 touchdown this first half already. That very nearly was a second. Defensively, they're going to have to figure something out because he's been able to outrun the defenders early and often so far.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Ready! Alert! Alert! Reload! Reload! Ready!
Achane here, they stay on the ground.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
19 tight, 19 tight. Here we go.
Richardson working from the gun.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a ghost situation here on 4th and inches.
QB sneak, Richardson.
Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? He said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Wide open receiver complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Yellow, yellow. Yellow, yellow. Watch out.
Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yellow. Hey, 57 color. 50. Watch out.
Mahomes now to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Yellow.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Patriots take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger. Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
60 Bobcat.
From the shotgun, Richardson.
Being chased out left. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
19 Lions.
Now Richardson. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Go!
Back to throw. Richardson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Patriots will take over here just shy of the 30. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And Davis with it left side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Attack!
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To throw, it's Mahomes. They will find Davis. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. Sanders' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Richardson.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Here's Richardson to throw. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Still going inside the 20.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1.
15. Hey, color.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Patrick Mahomes keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a cost.